hitting 14 threes, tying the most in a half. They had 11 in the first quarter and had those 14 with about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter and didn't make another one. So they go in the low.
He knows it's Hauser. I mean, it's Hero checking me. He's trailing the whole way. He just made the right rim read.
And a rare missed free throw for Hauser, who's an 89% shooter. He's got 19 points, had 17 in the first quarter. Kellen Larson on the spot up. Spins out on the three. Rebound, pinballs to Queta. Boston at 50 wins on the season, the 5th straight year. As Queta gets the slam, great find by Brown. It's the first time the Celtics have won 50-plus in 5 consecutive seasons since the Larry Bird-led Celtics from 1984 to 1988. Queta got the block, but a foul.
Go next.
You think about when he was at Cal, he used to get his off now. It's a big reason why he's an MVP candidate.
And I think everybody rightly, Dave, came back with the idea, okay, when Tatum comes back, that's a reset on that relationship, the much-discussed relationship. Give these two young men credit. They just keep putting that storyline to bed.
Tatum has 4 assists to go with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Derek White took just 2 shots in that first half. He missed a 3 there.
But I do think that's the kind of shot he's going to get. Of all the guys whose shot profile will change with Tatum's return, to me, it's Derek White.
3 is good for Wiggins.
And you need a lot of those to climb back into this. But this is a Heat organization with pride, and they will keep playing.
They don't have Norman Powell. He is out for the 3rd straight game due to illness. He is their leading scorer on the season. 22 points per game. Hero is close to that at 21 and a half, but obviously played fewer games. Tatum with 3 to shoot. Fires a 3. Front-rimmed it. Queta, offensive rebound. Missed the putback, but he'll go to the line. Wiggins on the reach-in.
How often Jason Tatum was put in a position to have to, for the growth of these players, for Queta's commitment. You know, he averages, what, about 24 minutes? Would that go to 21, depending on how often Tatum closes at the 5? I just think the reason everybody thinks the Celtics are dangerous is you have 2 now elite guys, the wings. You had them when you won the championship. The role players' roles are defined. Everybody knows, you know, what their contributions are. As Hero gets another 3. Derek White remains elite defensively.
Offensive foul on Jaylen Brown. Whether Pritchard starts or comes off the bench, Tatum sits or plays, it just doesn't seem to matter. The Celtics just roll right along.
And here's the thing. You know, I don't know what the perception is out there. It felt to me like in Joe Mazzulla's first year in the championship year that, oh, well, you inherited a great team.
4 years, but still 72% win percent is the best in history. It's actually the last time Boston's lost here. They won 9 in a row since. They won 2 games that series, forced a Game 7 back in Boston, lost. A lot of people were questioning Joe Mazzulla. But the very next year, to win the championship, and all that chatter stopped. Mitchell driving out to Larson. Wiggins left alone. 3 is good.
That's their offense right there. This is the new system incorporated. There wasn't a single on-ball screen. It was individual. Can I get past? Can I get an advantage? And can I make the next play? And then get a shot.
Brown rises up. Drains a 3-pointer. 29 for Jaylen Brown. 1 point away from his 34th 30-point game in 67 played. Adebayo back to the... No. Adebayo gets the free throw. He's got it. First quarter, he came out in attack mode. He scored the first 11 points for Boston and was able to get deep into the paint every time. And we'd see hang and finish. We'd see decelerate and then speed up quickly, reverse layup. And now we see a 3-pointer. Brown draws the contact, count the basket, and 1, and then he's
4 games. This is number 5, but 14, 14, and 11. That gives you some sense of the kind of aggression he's playing with.
He scored the last 8. He does have a 50-point game this year, and 5 others where he scored 40-plus. Adebayo. Wow. Queta got a piece of that, and Adebayo still had the strength to get it up and score.
Did he lose control of it there for a second?
Looked like Queta got a hand on it. A 24-point lead for Boston, almost at 100 points already. Here's Brown again. Doubled, throws it up. Was hoping to get a call and did not. Really his first wild shot of the night. Larson's 3 is good. He's hit a couple now here in the second half. Miami doesn't come back. The Heat will be in the 10th spot. Now, they were in the 10th spot last year and won 2 games and made it out of the play-in. Brown drives through the lane. Hands for Queta. Shot clock down to 3. And Queta puts up the air ball. Out in the East, they were the 2 seed last year after 61 wins. Mitchell buries a 3.
We're going to need a few of those. Joe Mazzulla right.
We were talking with him before the game about the reports of his good friend and assistant on Team USA and Gonzaga head coach Mark Few getting into the Hall of Fame. He and Mark Few go back 35 years. Eric Spoelstra was playing at Portland, and Few was a grad assistant at Gonzaga. He's very happy for Mark Few, a guy that Spo says he has nicknamed Yoda for all the lessons he's learned over the years from Few.
Anybody who knows Mark Few, despite sustained success and an appropriate induction into the Naismith Hall of Fame, the guy's never changed through all the success. And, you know, he's one of those guys coaches just say he's a coach's coach. Yeah, I remember covering him at college and saying he had multiple offers to go to big spots, and he'd be like, nope, Gonzaga suits me just fine.
He's a guy that has the demeanor to coach at this level.
Yes.
But chose to stay at Gonzaga as Tatum gets it to fall. He's got 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists.
He, too, has made the game look easy. Oh, is that a double?
Yes. That is it now as Jaylen Brown is up to 34 and another assist for Tatum. Actually, they did not give it an assist there to Tatum. Lead back to 22. 99 points for Boston. 80 at halftime, 53, which Tatum was 17.
He's got 7 double-doubles. Look at him. He's almost at the top of the Celtics list already.
And closing in on maybe a triple-double tonight. Jaylen Brown has 3 triple-doubles this year.
Good defense by Mitchell.
Brown on the step through, got caught in the air, and hits again. 36 for Jaylen Brown. Boston off. When March tipped off to us, you and I were in San Antonio and felt like, with about 20 games left, that Victor Wembanyama had a chance at one last push to get deep into the MVP conversation. He was already in it, but to get a little deeper, for it to be real. It feels real right now.
It does, and honestly, you were the first one to me who kind of drove that conversation. And, you know, he made the point about defense. Like, he shifts the floor in a way that nobody else is doing by far. And Jaquez does a nice job. And I'm sorry, did Shea have to play however many games he had to play without Jalen Williams? You're second in command, and All-Star last year, and you see the level he's playing at. Somebody's going to have to rip it out of Shea's hands, and in my mind, that hasn't happened yet.
It's a great point when you consider that for the last 2 months, San Antonio's only got within 1 game close, 11 after the first quarter. Miami's got 16 threes. Jaquez, and another triple for Miami. First 3 of the game for Jaquez, trading triples with Boston, 19-point game. 3 minutes to go.
Sorry, if that's not a strength of Jaquez, that's the next step in his development.
Tatum between the legs, goes up for 3.
Another assist for Jason Tatum. That's 8. He could get a triple-double here because you're trying to maximize his minutes, right? He's got to play. You were making the case earlier about Jaylen Brown. Like, Jaylen Brown, the minutes over the last 8 games have gone from like 34 to 38. It's playoff time, folks. We're stretching those minutes.
Both those guys right now right around 27 minutes, Tatum and Brown. Shireman, and that's good on the floater. And you see that most threes, Doris, in a quarter in team history. They're on a 12-0 run. They scored 45 in the third quarter. Hauser ends the run with a jumper to start the fourth.
He's 8 for 10, and multiple of those have come off the bounce into the mid-range.
Meanwhile, Spoelstra keeping the 5 on the floor that made the run in the third quarter without Bam Adebayo. Hero's 3 no good. Cato with the rebound. So Tatum starting the fourth. Jaylen Brown on the bench to begin the fourth. Tatum 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Long 2 for Tatum. No good. Larson knew it was off Miami, so he tried to save it and does. Hero pushing tempo. Pulls up for 3 in transition. Tyler Hero gets Miami within 9. 21 threes for the Heat. A 15-2 run.
Tyler Hero has had one heck of a year shooting the basketball.
And Boston scored 53 in the first quarter. They hit 11 threes. Miami on the third. Hauser with a couple of jumpers here in the fourth.
I mean, he's just playing within himself. And he understands that running me off the three-point line, oh, that's a pull into the mid-range. It's happened multiple times.
17 of his 23 points came in the first quarter. Tatum's got 17 points, 10 assists, 14 rebounds. He's fouled by Ware.
There's 7-foot hyper-athletic at the rim. Let me stop right here. You have seen it consistently in the third and here in the fourth. And what happened against Philly was it didn't bite until the fourth period. And let's see, does it bite the Celtics here in the fourth? Great job by Tatum to get the middle of the zone there.
Hawkins 3, no good. Boston ball up 13. Tatum around the Queta screen, fires, his three is good. Jason Tatum stretches a doubleheader. Meanwhile, Mitchell ends a 7-0 Boston run out of the timeout.
Jaylen Brown just gets up off the bench. He's at 28 minutes. He's been playing about 38, so this is going to be, he'll finish here now rest of the way, I would think.
Queta with the basket inside. Tatum has played 31 minutes, has 11 assists now after that last one, to go with 22 points, 14 rebounds. The three goes for Ware. He can make that. He's hit over 80 on the season.
That young man intrigues me. He's got big-time talent. Just curious how quickly he develops.
Tatum driving, swatted away by Ware, but a foul called on tearing the Achilles on his right leg in Game 4 of the conference semifinals. But not only is he back, and he's been back now for almost a month, but he's playing at a terrific level. Mitchell's had a good night, able to shake Pritchard and miss the shot, and it's poked out to White. Miami trailed by 27, got it down to 10 going into the fourth. It was cut to 9, but Boston backed up big, and now Brown going to the line. He's got 30.
In Houston, 46 and 29.
Brown missed them both. Yeah, those two teams right now are tied for 5th in the West. Trying to get to 4, so they get home court in the first round. But Denver right now is a game up on those two teams for 4th. 4 minutes into the fourth here in Miami. Don't forget Spurs-Warriors up next. Steph Curry not back yet, but the Warriors put out a release. He's expected to scrimmage again this week, so potentially a return before the season ends. Brown with a rebound, hesitates, goes up, and scores off the window.
Did you see the little communication between Tatum and Brown on that? They're clearly attacking Hero. It was just a subtle look, like Tatum's like, you want this, right? And he got him the basketball.
A smart basketball. Both guys with very high basketball IQ. Shot clock down to 5. Adebayo's 3 is short. Hawkins offensive rebound. Now Bam on the drive. Queta, good contest, but the basket goes.
That's tremendous touch. Footwork was elite by Bam, and it needed to be. I mean, and Queta's still there, Dave. He got a great contest on that.
And Miami's still within striking distance, down 14 with 7 to play. Pritchard, corner 3 is up, and it's down. Peyton Pritchard with another 3 for Boston. That's 20 now. He's got 4. Wiggins can't answer. 1 and done for Miami on that possession. Lead back to 17 for the Celtics. Trying to win for the 8th time in their last 10 games. An inch closer to wrapping up that 2 seed. Reach has got 9 points, 10 rebounds. Back to a 19-point lead. Hero's floater is there.
He's got a lot of offensive game, this guy.
18 tonight and 30 in each of the last 2 games. White. Brown with a jab step. Now the fall away. No good. Almost tipped in by Queta. And great hustle by Queta. And he's fouled.
Come on, this guy's doing so many good things to defend the rim.
Beloved in Boston by everybody. Players, coaches, fans. His 15th double-double of the season. 11 points and 12 boards. And Boston back in full command at the midway point of the fourth. Hawkins penetrates and is able to score as Queta was trying to block it. Queta had an awkward landing. He's a little slow, jogging back up the floor. Might also just be exhausted.
Right, I think it's the pace of the game. You can see how high up this zone pushes out. Like those guards in the front of that zone, they are pushed way to the top of the floor.
Nifty move by Tatum and got the bank shot. He's got 25 points, 16 rebounds, and 11 assists. Hero. Another rebound for Tatum. That's number 17. We were talking with Joe Mazzulla before the game about the scoring and the no turnovers for Tatum against Charlotte in his last game. And Mazzulla said he's got to rebound better. Well, he's responded tonight as Tatum gets the bounce.
They're carving it up now, right? They're just quick decision making, touching the weak spots.
Adebayo got a three. His fourth three-pointer. Might be too late at this point. 18-point game nearing 4 minutes to go. Brown. Way off the mark on the long three and out of bounds to Miami. Larson penetrating out to Wiggins. Bumping Tatum and now falling away off the back iron. And rebound number 18 for Tatum. His career high is 19.
I want you to keep in mind, when Boston was struggling out of the gates, what did they start? 1-4, and I can't remember. They had double-digit losses before, I think, double-digit wins. One of their main weaknesses was defensive rebounding. And to their credit, it has become a real strength. And now that Tatum's back, it's like, good night. Between Kata and Tatum, you're not getting an offensive rebound. Championship team. And his...
For 9 and 2 back of the Clippers for the 8th spot.
And Shams said Steph Curry cleared for 5-on-5 scrimmaging. That's a big hurdle.
Likely another scrimmage coming into the week for Curry as well as he ramps up with the hope of returning for, at worst, the play-in and maybe even before then. 24 threes now for Miami. Fourth time they've made 24 threes in a game in franchise history, and the second time this season. Tatum's pass too hot to handle for Kata. And then Adebayo, he just had that slip through his hands as he tried to throw it down court to Larson. Tatum launches, can't get it. Kata falls to the ground. Play together. They were plus 64 coming into tonight, and that will go up after this game. Larson, his three no good. And a loose ball foul on Boston. Home, they have 2 more road games. The next one's at Milwaukee Friday. Also have a big one against the Knicks. Although it looks like Boston will hold...
Weighty.
Yep. It's 3 with 6 games left. Hard to make that up. Larson completes the three-point play after the Shireman foul. Miami has 5 games left after tonight. And the Heat will be in the 10th spot right now. Which means if you're in 10th, you have the 1 game in the play-in on the road. You win that, you get another chance. If you lose, your season's over. Joe Mazzulla keeping Jaylen Brown on the floor, trying to get 40 points. He just bricked the three badly. Now on the baseline, he rises up, can't can it. Kept alive, though, by Shireman. They want to get it to Brown to see if he can get his 7th 40-point game. Brown driving, puts on the brakes, falls away, hits it. Jaylen Brown with a 40-point night. The 7th of the year for Brown, and 142 for the team. Layup is good for him. Jaylen Brown, 17 of 29 from the floor. 4 of 10 from 3. 43 points. They're going to double him to force him to pass it. White shovels to Brown with a shot clock at 5. Brown double, gives it up. White a clear path to the hoop, and the bank drops for Derek White. Mitchell, no good. Rebound, Kata. 51 wins for Boston. Boston will take a 24-second violation here. Then Miami will just dribble out the clock. It was a wild night. It started with the final score. Boston 147.